to Sarah's table. Hi. I gotta tell you that when I told the folk that are in this call what we were playing tonight, there was some surprise and some confusion, just like a little bit from everybody, which is really how I like to run all of my relationships. So I feel good about it. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sarah Moore. My pronouns are she, her. I'm going to be your host and your game master and your favorite person. And I'm going to remind everybody to have a drink of water because I know you're dehydrated. Well done, everyone. Today, we're going back to the Sarah's Table roots. And we are playing a Grant Howitt one-page RPG. We've done a lot of those on the show. And I had strayed away from it for a while. I was like, let me dig into like longer stuff. That's foolish of me. We're back here playing mascots who are planning a murder. Ta-da! With that in mind, let me just do like a real quick safety discussion. I think it is really important.
Back up for a second.
Just like, hold on. We're just gonna take a second. As a responsible game master, player at the table, human being, to know where everybody's lines and veils are. For you watching at home, so that you know what sort of game you are getting into, here on Sarah's Table, you will never find sexual violence, violence against children, or withholding food as punishment or starvation. Is there anything else at the table tonight that you all would like to avoid?
No graphical torture, especially like long, detailed descriptions of like things like nails going into people's feet or something.
Wow.
No, thank you.
Awful. Yeah.
I second that.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm not into any overly gratuitous descriptions of gore. So, you know.
Well, I mean, I think y'all are in the right place.
Sounds like we're doing a bit more of the psychological killing of a mascot.
A little bit, yeah. I'm not sure.
Whoa.
I mean, you all
Killing their
decide
spirit?
how it happens.
Yeah.
We're just break
Oh my
it.
God.
I guess.
That's what we
Mind, body, soul. Let's each take one and go.
Yeah, everybody take one.
It's like Bizarro Captain Planet. I can't wait.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Woof. I don't know. Maybe that's the mascot that we're after. We're gonna build them. We're gonna find out.
Oh no.
Ta-da! So I'm gonna have everybody introduce themselves just as people before we build their mascots. I'm like, I would
mascots
love
aren't people. Is that?
I would love to be able to like build, like actually build these mascots. Like if like. When I found this game, I was like, what if I made everybody be in their mascot costume during the game? Because I just like, how great. There's the illustrations on this. One dude is a turnip and one is a mouse.
Sarah, it sounds like to me, you know exactly what to play at Gen Con in person this year, and everyone's got to come in cosplay.
You know what's even funnier is that I've already contracted one puppet to be on my, in my Gen Con game. And so, like, is that the mascot outfit, or do we have to build a mascot outfit to go around the puppet?
Definitely a mascot outfit to go around the puppet. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. Good. I will get a hold of him. Danny, I'm so sorry. I do love you, but the people have spoken. So get cracking. All right. So I'm gonna just go around the table, and you can say who you are, which pronouns are, like maybe what we know you from, and maybe how you found yourself here on Sarah's Table today. I can't wait to hear everyone's answer. I'm going to start with Jeff, who is a great person that I've never met before. Hi, who are you?
Definitely true. Hey, everybody. My name's Jeff Moore. I am usually behind the scenes on the show. I've been on a couple times, but normally I see the show before y'all do. So I get sneak peeks every week. It's great. I am a filmmaker, a multimedia producer, and a game fella currently. That is my life.
Title.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm currently writing a rules light collaborative world building and storytelling game called The Vanishing Lands, and we're in the home stretch, so it's
So
very
close.
exciting. Yep.
We have played it here on the show, and when
Mhm.
it comes out, we will play it again on the show, and then you
Yeah,
will be
and it'll
forced to
actually be
buy
done.
it because I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
I've lost so much money every single time I come on to this show because I just have to buy all of the games.
I know. I mean, I do the same
It's
thing
hilarious.
where I'm
I
like,
think
what
both
should we
times
buy?
I've actually bought the game that I've played that night, so it's not an incorrect statement.
Yeah. Well, and you know what's great about this game? It was only $2. This one you're playing today. Huh. So
Nice.
like, I mean, not great if you can't find your wallet, but not terrible if it's only $2. I only say that because Faye lost a bunch of her clothing.
That's true. I don't want to. Listen, I just had to pay a lot of money to the government in taxes, so
I
a
feel
$2 game might be a little much for me.
No,
right
I
now.
get it. I get it. Woof,
Also,
taxes.
clothes. I don't
Also
know.
clothes.
Whatever.
Who knows? Things just like the borrowers, they just disappear.
Mhm.
Oh, to be a borrower.
Yeah, let's hop over to Faye. Hey,
Hi.
who are you?
Sorry, Jeff. I didn't mean to interrupt your intro. I feel
I was
bad.
done. I was done.
Well, hi, hello. I am Faye. I am known across the internet normally as Mendari, which is spelled Mendarii. What do I do? What?
I don't know.
I just like totally blanked out. Sorry, I spent a long time doing emails today. I make D&D content primarily for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. I do a lot of mechanic design and different like class option homebrew and stuff like that. I also do a lot of like system agnostic setting design for my own homebrew world, whatever. Underneath that name, I'm on all the different platforms. Twitch is my main one, but I'm also on Patreon and Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and blah blah blah.
All the
So
things.
that's what I do. And then also, I guess technically, this is a Gen Con thing. I am also the community manager for Rollicrit, who does.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
So
did you pack my little care package that I got?
I wish that I packed it. Actually, our CEO packed that.
Wow.
Whoa.
So yeah, he handles all of like
Random.
those little orders that we get just like for, Gen Con people and stuff like that. But
Yeah, look
I
at
did
this-
have to
look at this
facilitate
Dope.
the gathering of that information.
Is it gonna show it? She's
There
got
it
this
goes.
like
Oh.
super awesome sticker.
That's great.
Dude, that sticker is so cool too because
So
I didn't
cool.
even realize until I peeled it off that like the background with the rain is translucent.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
I think I'm
looks
gonna
like
put it on
rain
my water
it.
bottle because it's just like kind of perfect.
Oh, and having the water
Yeah.
effect of the oh, that'll be so nice. Mwah. There's also a shirt, and I actually almost wore that tonight, but I can't
What?
hang with sleeves right now.
Yo, that is like the mascot that I wish I was. The Kool-Aid Man. That's amazing.
Just keep going, busting
Oh
through
my
walls
goodness.
to heal people. I love it.
Yeah.
So fun. Oh my goodness.
And also, Faye just wrote a book.
Oh, I did just write a book. I just funded
way
a
to bury the
Kickstarter.
lead.
Yeah, I funded a Kickstarter writing a book called Path of the Immortal, A Guide to Ascension. And it is a system agnostic guidebook, like a little pocketbook guide for how to implement ascending to godhood in your tabletop games, and or if you fail, possibly becoming a lich, and how all of that is intertwined with one another. And I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
Wait.
That is
So
also a thing I did recently.
you could either become a god or become a lich. I mean,
Yeah.
that's win-win, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is there's basically 3 different things that can happen because it's a really intense, powerful ritual, blah, 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 whatever. And you either can have sort of like a catastrophic failure, which means at the end of this ritual, spoilers for the book, guys, at the end of this ritual, you are sacrificed. Like if you are the ascendant, you are sacrificed as a part of this ritual. That's like the last step. And in case of catastrophic failure, you just die. If there's enough power behind it, but not enough for you to become a god, then you become a lich, and there's some other stuff that goes in with that. And then if it's obviously powerful enough and you succeed, then you become a god. And then there's stuff for figuring out your domain and all that. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's all of it.
I have the book in my email.
That's true. Sarah does.
I've started reading it.
Can you help me edit
delightful.
it?
It's a treat. You're gonna get it soon. I promise.
You're so good. Thank you.
All right, let's hop over to Yang Yang. Who are you?
Hello, everybody. My name is Yang Wang. I am a regular streamer over on the Dungeon Scrawlers channel, where I play in a variety of tabletop games, mostly Dungeons and Dragons. Currently, I'm in one campaign, which is a homebrew that's going across the different planes of the multiverse. And I play Pilkins, who is a person who is a regular Joe dragged from his job owning a tavern, who wants nothing more than just stay home at his tavern in his little small job in his little small life. But now he's being dragged across the multiverses towards adventure.
He doesn't get to do that. You don't get to stay home. You got stuff
I
to
could
do.
just stay home and be like, I'm just gonna run my cozy little medieval tavern.
What if I just hang out
Exactly.
here for a while? It sounds nice.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, you can check that out over on the Dungeon Scrawlers channel, and also I work in games.
Awesome.
We're all game fellas.
We're all game
We're
fellas.
all game fellas officially.
Yeah.
Game fella TM.
Yeah. And there's a dog.
Sorry, that's my dog. That's Loaf. She's very cute. Less
Yeah.
of a game fella, more
Less
of
of
a
a
borking fella.
Game
was-
loaf.
She was
Okay.
barking, buy our games.
A gaming,
Do it.
gaming loaf.
Buy all the stuff. All the
Buy
things that they made. You should buy them. Sorry, we all speak dog, obviously.
Yes.
Just translating it for you.
Obviously.
The 7 different dialects of Corgi, in fact.
Duh. So my friends, you are all unofficial mascots for your local team of choice. You wear an oversized costume that your mom made for you, and you've earned what little fame you have with sweat, hard graft, and sacrifice. For years now, you have been in the shadow of the official mascot who has gotten all of the sweet gigs, access to VIP parties, lucrative endorsement deals, celebrity connections, and what's worse, they take every opportunity to rub your nose in it. You have had enough. You and your friends are going to murder them. Then the team will take you seriously. And then you can show them what you've got. So we're going to pick a setting here. And listen, it is originally for a football club. But you do not have to be an aspiring football mascot. There are other sports available to you. And if you set the game in Japan, then, they will assign a mascot to anything. So the sky is the limit. What is the name of the team or store, I guess, whatever it is, that you have built your mascots for? Let's pick it. Is it a sport?
Are we all like unofficial mascots together?
Oh,
like,
yeah. Same one.
Okay.
Same
So-
place.
Okay.
So like,
I
do we have a sport that speaks to any of you in particular? Like, is it football? Is it American football? Is it hockey? Is it baseball, lacrosse, ping pong?
Very
Are you
popular
guys-
with mascots.
Have any of you guys ever played pickleball?
Pickleball?
Ooh, yes, I love pickleball.
I've never played it. I'm aware of its existence, though.
I've played it, I think, twice. But I just think I find it absolutely hilarious because I know people who are really, really into pickleball, like
Mhm.
really into it.
Mhm.
And I think it would be hilarious if they had like official pickleball teams that have both official and unofficial mascots.
Yeah. All right. So it's pickleball. And what is the name of the team?
How about either the Cool Cumbers or the
Oh,
Big Dills?
Oh, I like both of those.
Oh, I
That
do
one's
too.
so good. I was gonna be like, I don't know, make some joke about being in the kitchen because that's like part of pickleball, but also the Big Dills is so good.
That is.
Is it the Big Dills?
I love that. Yes.
I think
Okay,
it's the Big
sure.
Dills.
All right, the
I think
Big
that's
Dills.
it.
I especially love that you have taken this it's gotten to murder in all of your brains for probably like a local
like an intramural
like a
pickleball league.
intramural, just like a really chill, like, I don't know. All right, it's the Big Dills. So is their mascot, is it
The
a,
whole team is retirees. Sorry.
yeah, right? Is it a pickle?
I feel like that's too obvious.
Okay.
I feel like it's got to be something else.
What's the name of a person who makes pickles professionally? Do they have those? Somebody must, right?
Sure,
A
let's look it up.
the
The internet.
Who makes
Pickle-
pickles?
pickler,
Pickler?
pickletier.
Yeah.
A pickleteer?
That can't be right.
What is
Wait,
a
what-
pickle
I think
maker?
it's just a pickler.
A sanderkraut is a pickle
Ooh.
maker.
No way. Did you make that
I
up?
love that.
No, that's
Is
what.
that real?
Technically, it's an opinion piece from the New York Times. So I would assume
In their opinion.
in their
Yeah.
I would assume it's like a German word or a made up German word.
No, I love it.
So
Yeah, he's the
So it's
The
the,
sanderkraut.
also
The
pickle
sanderkraut.
farmers apparently maybe. I don't know.
I like the sanderkraut.
the sanderkraut.
Yeah. I like that's the right level of weird for me.
So it's just a guy. It's just a guy who makes pickles.
Just well, except that it would be in a big suit.
He's a
He
big
would
deal.
be in a suit, right? Because that's part
It's
of
a
it.
big deal.
But
Oh.
I will we're gonna get there. Because we're gonna flesh him out, so to speak. But the first thing that we're going to do is I'm gonna go over the rules real quick.
I'm sorry, I'm listening. This is
Rules are
ridiculous.
Okay. It's all right. There are very few rules. When you act and the outcome is in doubt, you're going to roll 2d6. You will add 1d6 if you are acting in accordance with your mascot nature, which we are going to determine. And you can add 1d6 if you have an audience, but your other mascots on your team do not count as an audience. So if there are other people around because you're performing as a mascot, you can add a d6. We want 4s and above are successes. The sweet spot is 2 successes. Below 2 successes, you attract attention and it is bad. Above 2 successes, you attract attention and it is bad. You need to track your heat. Whenever you do something and it adds heat to you, you're going to roll a d6 and add that number. If you ever get over 21 in heat, you will either have been arrested or maybe passed out from heat exhaustion because you're in a big mascot suit.
Is it hits 21 and over, or is it over 21?
Over 21.
Okay.
And then you can reduce heat, either yours or another player's, but you have to specify whose heat you are reducing by covering up evidence, framing someone else, rescuing someone from police custody, fleeing the scene of a crime, or other suitable actions.
What is this like GTA meets mascots like rule? What is going on?
So
I
every
want to see
time
the movie version of this.
you
Someone
can
write the script.
reduce heat by a d6 for each successful action. So,
Goodness.
okay. Before you murder the official mascot,
Yeah. First things first.
the sanderkraut, you have sworn to undo everything that makes them feel powerful. You will frame a scene where the crew is attempting to ruin the aspect of the official mascot that has been suggested. And once all the aspects have been destroyed, the official mascot is vulnerable, broken, and ready to be eliminated in the final scene.
Wait, so clarify that for me. We have to
Yeah.
we do have to break this mascot
To break them.
mind, body, and spirit before
Correct.
we then
Oh, I
do a
love
murder.
it.
Yes.
Okay. And do we have to like say that we're doing that beforehand, or is that like in this scene it must happen?
Yeah. So to flesh out the Sanderkraut,
which
here's the
BT
deal.
Dubs, I looked it up. I just Googled the word. Apparently, I think it's actually based off of a man whose name is Sander Katz.
Oh.
And
Whoa.
he is a fermentation specialist, really into the wild fermentation of things.
Oh my God. I want
And
that
he
on my
has-
business card.
He has this big bushy mustache and beard, but not on his chin. then,
like big
like-
mutton chop situation.
It's mutton chop, but like it's not just on the. It's also the jaw. It just stops at like the chin. It's like the anti goatee.
Amazing. Can we keep that for like
Yes.
the real mascot?
Yes.
I think the real mascot should have a big mustache, just the biggest one.
Just a caricature of the guy.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So we're gonna make the official mascot for the Big Dills pickleball team. They've got it all figured out. Their costume makes sense. It isn't homemade. They have a coherent backstory, probably a theme song, maybe two. So each player is going to pick an aspect of the official mascot that A, defines them, and B, makes your particular character so jealous that you can barely think. Details of the person inside the suit are unimportant. This is mascot suit only. So, what is something that defines the Sanderkraut, but also makes you so jealous you can barely keep a coherent thought in your head?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Sanderkraut has just the most excessive wiggle. Like he's got a little shimmy wiggle that he always uses when he moves around. He can't just walk normally like a regular person.
Sure.
And I have stiff joints. I have
you
some
can't do it.
arthritis,
You
so I
can't
can't do it. It
Does the
hurts me.
costume like jiggle in a specific way?
Like
Like
is
the
it like
costume
hinged,
itself?
like in a way that it'll like?
Like the Gorgs on Fraggle Rock, where they would just sort of like
Yes,
lag
Like
behind.
yeah,
yes.
he does one of those things where he like waves his arms like noodles as he like shimmies his shoulders forward, and his legs are like those like almost like the Looney Tunes where like one leg leads in front and then pulls the rest of his body along. Yeah, and it takes a lot of surprising athleticism to do that.
I
And
bet. Yeah.
it can't.
It's a heavy suit, and you got to carry it around,
And you're
Yeah.
dancing the whole time?
dancing the whole
Oh,
time.
The
yeah.
stamina of this person.
Woo.
Oh,
Absolutely
incredible.
Incredible.
All right.
Great cardio.
So I think that probably has an official name. I think it's probably dirtier sounding than it actually is, and I think that they call it the pickle wiggle.
Go wiggle. Love it.
And I think you could probably get like t-shirts that have a cartoon version of him like in the middle of it. Says like,
Yes.
I saw the pickle wiggle.
His
Big-
bobblehead, instead of like the head jiggling, it's just like his center just jiggles.
Yeah.
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 Wiggle like me.
Yeah. So jealous. Look at him.
Oh, that guy. I break that. All right. So we got the pickle wiggle.
Do we have? So we're all doing one, right?
Everybody gets one. Yep.
Okay. I think that mine, the part of the costume that I envy, is that it's actually like kind of a prop that like pairs with it.
Okay.
And it is this pickleball paddle.
Mm.
And the pickleball paddle is comically sized,
Sure.
proportional to the size of the mascot costume. It also has secret hidden compartments in which to store spare pickleball balls, spare
Oh.
pickleball paddles, and also just a place that you can like a purse of sorts. You can
Yeah.
store your phone, your wallet, all the things that you need can be stored in there
Sure.
instead of having to carry them underneath the costume.
Or
Could
like
it-
leave
could it-
them somewhere. That would be unsafe.
Exactly, right.
Could it also store like the t-shirts and instead of like a t-shirt cannon, he just takes a t-shirt out of it
Turn
and
it
then
around
whacks
And
it?
then
And it
wax
just-
it.
Yeah, they wax it into the audience.
Mhm.
Yes, incredible. There's like a part of it in the middle that like makes it go real far. So it's like you hit
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it's like, boing.
Like a
Boom.
Yeah,
spring situation.
Fantastic.
exactly.
Amazing.
Ooh, so mad about that.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm yeah. Do I
Jeff,
have
what
to
are
come
you
up with a
mad
reason
about?
for why I'm here?
No,
Okay.
you could just be
Is
mad
that
about
not
it.
I
self-evident?
just be mad about it. Yeah, I mean, it's clearly a feat of engineering that I am not capable of on my own.
Right. You try to, your props when you build them at home, just they do not come out.
One
That
time I
way.
showed up with a black eye. It's because a spring had hit me in the
Just
face.
like, some like, oh, why? All right. What are we mad about, Jeff?
Can it be something that I suspect is true about the costume?
I
Or does it have to actually be true?
I am
Because
with you. Listen,
all right. Well,
blind hatred.
allow
Let's
me
go.
to posit something and
All
we
right.
can decide if this is actually true. I think that like people love the Sanderkraut. And
Oh.
I think it's because he sprays it with something that's like a pheromone or some sort of scent that is
Oh.
just like that you just like
It's
can't
like
get enough
attractive
of.
to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be honest.
Not pickles.
I really think it could just be that the mascot suit is regularly cleaned.
Maybe I think that there's chemical warfare happening and he's attacking us.
He just smells so good. It can't
Yeah.
be real. Too good
The
to
fans, they love him.
be true. You just love him. Smells so good. All
He's
right.
got that smell so good.
He's got that smell so good. Stop.
All right.
Smells so good.
Now
This
we
guy
have
sounds
built
awesome.
the Sanderkraut for the Big Dills pickleball team. We've used a lot of the letter P. It feels a little bit like Dr. Seuss is writing this episode. Now we are going to define your characters, my friends. Like, we're going to find out
Oh.
how your character struggles with living up to the official mascot and what your costume is like what your shtick is, if you have a prop. Okay. I need everybody to roll me a D8. We're going to come up with your themes right now. None of them will make sense for the Big Dills pickleball team. Got a 4 and a 3 and a 7.
Had a
Okay.
little bit of a hard time with my fingers.
So,
Don't worry about it, Jeff. Don't leave me.
Yeah, you got it.
all right. So, for Jeff, you rolled a 3, right? You were the 3?
I did.
You are some kind of mammal. So you need to pick the mammal that when you were building your costume, you were like, this makes sense for the Big Dills.
Got it.
Yang Yang, you are a mythical creature
Ooh.
of some kind. And Faye, you are an object of some kind.
I love that actually. You could just be the most mundane object.
I'm just a pickle.
Is it, I don't know. That seems like it works too well.
It does.
It's too obvious. It's too
have
obvious.
To
I
tell
gotta figure
you
something out.
that I'm like, if anybody had rolled an 8, you would have been a member of the working class.
The proletariat. That's who I am.
So
Oh my god.
The pickle
we passed over birds and foods and drinks and royalty and reptiles, but we have a mammal of some kind, a mythical creature, and an object.
Too bad not on the royalty. I was like, I could wear a pickle crown.
Pickle crown, pickle
Oh my
king.
god. Amazing.
Okay, so an object.
Let's figure out what the flaw is for each of you, because that might help you narrow down the kind of thing that you are doing. So everybody roll me a d6. Let's see what your costume flaw is. All right.
Ooh.
Faye, your
Good.
costume is really loud.
Look at a really loud object. Amazing. Really
I
loud
love
pickle.
that both times Sarah just like giggles like maniacally. She's like, ah.
All right. Yang Yang, what is your roll?
6.
Yeah, your costume is really sweaty.
Oh.
Chef,
I rolled a 2.
yours is very constricting. All right. What have we got? Oh, well, Jeff has it because look at his face. What are you?
Can I preface this by saying that I don't think that other people think the things that I think are funny are actually funny.
I can't wait.
So I don't want the bar to be too high here.
Okay. All right. What is the mammal that you are?
Manage expectations.
Okay.
Very
Right,
important.
We got it.
I think that I envisioned this as like I want to be. I think the secret is to be bigger than him,
Okay.
right? But like I don't really have a concept of how big animals are relative to each other.
Great.
So I picked a marmot because they feel like they can stretch. They feel like they can stretch.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So like they get tall, right? So
Sure.
but it's like a marmot. So it's like a ferret basically. So
Yeah.
it's this like tube of fur.
Yeah.
Is that the one that like screams in that one video? Like it's like a vine.
Yes.
Yes, that's the one.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Screaming marmot.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
Do
Great.
you always walk around like this?
until
So you scream.
Until you scream.
it's
That's
great.
amazing.
All right. All right. Do we have a mythical creature or an object that we're ready for? Yes.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
I don't know, Faye, do you want to go first?
If you're not ready, I think I know what I'm gonna do. So, I think to be on theme, I'm going to be the pickleball.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
amazing.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, the ball in pickleball is kind of like a wiffle ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's bigger than a wiffle ball, I'm pretty sure. And it's got like holes in it. So I'm thinking that I've got like this paper mache costume that the holes are like a really, that like really reflective, like papery tinsel type of a thing that it's like translucent. That's like, so it looks all like reflective-y, through, and it looks like there's holes going through it, whatever. And it's just the sound of paper all of the time, just like constantly rustling everywhere I go.
So here's a question. Are you fully inside the ball? Are your head and hands and feet out? Like
I think I'm like
hands and
I think that
head.
there are a couple of holes in which I can like take my arms out and then like put them back in, so I can like
Oh.
move around a little bit. There's a little bit of a sleight of hand possibility going on
Love
there.
And what color? I meant to ask Jeff too. Are you marmot colored or are you like a different color? You like green
Bright
like
blue.
a pickle? Bright blue. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Obviously. Great.
I feel like that's a marmot color.
right. So that's how they see
He
themselves.
doesn't do a lot of research.
They see themselves as bright blue. I understand.
Yeah.
And Faye, what color are you as a pickleball?
I am the most obnoxiously like bright like tennis ball yellow,
Perfect.
but it's more of like a green because if I stand in light long enough, I glow in the dark.
Mm.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm easy to find. This will not be a problem.
Not going to be an
trying to get away with
issue
murder.
at all. Not going to be a problem. I love it. All right, Yang Yang.
So basically I was trying to, okay, so I want to be a mummy, but I don't know if that counts as a mythological creature. because, mummies are very much real things, but a mummy coming to life
Yeah, no,
is
I'm with
kind of
you.
more supernatural. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, my thought process as like a, unofficial mascot is like, oh, like a mummy is kind of like a pickled person.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so like I have to explain that over and over and over to like everybody
To
who's like,
everyone.
wait, like what is
Why
a mummy
a
doing?
mummy though? Why? And then
Yeah,
like,
why?
obviously everybody knows why
Obviously.
a mummy. And
Yeah.
what color are you as a mummy?
So actually my bandages are traditionally white, but I'm so sweaty and it's so gross and my sweat is so caustic.
Oh my God.
The bandages have like pit stains that's slowly been spreading from the various sweaty regions of my body.
I hate that so much.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I revel in your hate.
But yeah, so it's like discolored with like yellows and maybe like a little hint of green here and there, brown.
Great. I'm just gonna vomit
Gross.
real quick and then we're gonna continue on.
Super
and like,
gross.
let's find out what your mascot nature is. Everybody roll me a D8.
8.
Two.
We got a 2, we got a 3, and we got a 6.
It was a 4.
Oh, a
not
4?
Yeah.
Okay, so a 2. Hey, sweaty mummy, you're really cute.
Whoa.
Really cute.
So my mama tells me.
So anytime that you are acting in accordance with that nature, anytime you are doing something in a very cute way, you get to add a D6 to your roll. We had a 4. Pickleball, you're really gullible.
Stop.
That's amazing.
The dice said it. It
love
wasn't me.
Sarah.
I could show it's. I swear to you, it's right here. You're really gullible. Anytime you are acting in a gullible way, you get to add a D6. Jeff, you rolled a 6,
Yes.
and you are a very passionate marmot. Very passionate.
As in, I care deeply about some specific thing.
It is up to you how you interpret that.
Great.
Passionate. I was hoping somebody was going to roll a 7 because that was patriotic, and I couldn't wait to see what that
Whoa.
meant for this group.
For this game.
All right.
Amazing.
All right, friends.
I love this table.
So, oh boy. All right, here we go. The first scene where you are going to be attempting to break this mascot. It's taking place at a fancy restaurant,
Incredible.
obviously. I think there's a local fancy restaurant doing some kind of like fundraiser. And one of the things that can happen at the fundraiser is that you can go and get your picture taken with the Santa crowd, because the Big Dills are as labeled kind of a big deal. And so it's like a charity event at a local, like, I'm gonna say it's like a fancy Italian restaurant, like a date night kind of restaurant.
Family style, tables in the middle of the room, like
Mhm.
no booths kind of situation.
Very romantic.
Yeah.
Low lighting.
A lot of fire.
Lots of low lighting,
Fire.
lots of
Oh.
fire, lots of real
Oh my
candles.
God.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna go after. Let me make a quick roll and see who we're focusing on. Okay. Listen, Marmot. This dude smells too good. And in this scene, the three of you going to make him not smell so good. You have access to whatever is around in the fancy restaurant.
The fancy Italian restaurant, I believe you said.
Fancy Italian restaurant. Oh, you know what though? Listen.
Uh-oh.
Does anybody have a prop with them? Does anybody have props? You are welcome to have a prop if you would like.
You mean like physically, like?
Yes, like that would go with your mascot costume.
Oh, okay.
What?
I mean, Faye, you
I don't
are
think
a prop.
marmots are
I am
known
a
to
prop.
like accessorize.
I think that oh my God. Okay. I think there's like a box that
Okay,
pickleballs come in.
sure.
And I'm looking at one right now on the internet, and it's just like this little, rectangular box. It's got a little tab on the top, and I think that's like her purse.
Okay,
She keeps her stuff in that.
I love
and
it.
It's got like a false facade of pickleballs on the
Just
outside
like
of
out.
it.
Like
Does it not
this.
fit through the hole?
I think that like she she has a place where she can clip it onto the costume if
Oh,
she
so it
doesn't
can
want
just
to pull it in, but it'll tap on stuff and it's loud and hits things. So she'll carry it a lot of the time.
Sure. Does the mummy have anything?
Yeah, of course. I think boy.
Bouquet of flowers.
No, I'm thinking I don't know.
Weird.
My mind's going My mind's going two different equally weird directions.
I can't wait.
But I think the weird direction that I could pick is I'm gonna go with the whole like Egyptian pharaoh mummy theme.
Yeah.
And he's going to carry like a cat. His prop is actually like
Is it a live cat?
No.
Okay. like a stuffed cat.
Yeah, it's like a stuffed toy cat. Maybe it actually looks like it's like a cat, but it also looks like a sphinx. Like it could be, it's wearing like one of those sphinx little headdresses.
Sure.
And I've got it on one of those like stiff rods that kind of jiggles.
So it looks like you walk in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it like it's really awkward if people are like, why do you have it? And I'm like,
It's because
Why
you're
do I have
envious
to-
of the jiggle, and so
Why do
you're
I have
like,
to
well, I
constantly
can, but my
remind you
prop
of
can.
it? Yeah.
yeah, that's
Look,
what
this
I
one
do.
doesn't. All right. And does the marmot have anything?
Yes. I think that he craves the Picklemeister authenticity.
Sure.
So he keeps like a belt with pouches with pickling spices because he feels like that's what you're supposed to do.
Sure.
And the Sanderkraut would never. And that is
Right.
his failing, not mine.
Right. Yeah. And like, I can't imagine why maybe your costume doesn't smell so great with you full of pickling spices.
I don't know what you're talking
either
about.
you love the pickle or you don't.
Okay. Hey, I get
right.
it. All right. Okay.
Pickle is life.
So we are at this fancy Italian restaurant. There's a fundraiser going on for orphans. Mm-hmm.
To meet the pickle man, to meet the Sanderkraut.
They're raising
The
money
local
for
orphan.
the local orphanage.
Local.
They trot him out every once in a while.
Local orphans. I don't know. We're in the middle of watching Chicago, and there just was a whole thing about orphans. Listen.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to. You at least want to locally source if you
Yeah.
can.
We got
No
Oh,
orphans
no.
were harmed in the making of this game. There's no violence towards children.
That's
The
right.
orphans are not there. This is an event
It's the
for
charity for them.
people who have a lot of money,
I see.
who want to feel good about themselves, and they go in, they pay a bunch of money, and they take pictures with the Sanderkraut, who is a celebrity.
So, did we have to pay to get in?
Well, that's the first step. Is how are you getting in, my friends? 'Cause
I'm not paying to get in.
It is a ticketed event.
We are mascots of the Big Dills. We're as entitled to be here as that
anyone
thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The person taking the tickets is not letting you in.
Person taking the tickets can't be at every entrance, can he?
So
Marmot powers activate.
Old.
Marmot powers.
I don't know what a marmot does. I guess they stretch.
That's
Those are
it.
your two.
Intimidating?
Can we? The next one-page RPG that we all play is the Marmot RPG. And your
Marmot.
two stages are this one and this one.
I love
Those
it.
are the two key powers.
Oh, you could do.
Popcorn.
Okay, so I feel like we're gonna need a roll to find out if you are able to find a way in that is not blocked by someone official with a clipboard. So
Is this, just to clarify, is this scene being headed by Jeff right now? Because the
Yes.
question was posed to Jeff. Okay, I just
you're
wanted to make
all
sure.
you're all coming. You're all there, but like you are going after the thing that Jeff is
This smells so
wants
good.
to target.
the marmot.
The
wants
Marmot,
to-
yes.
wants to target.
Not
I
me.
understand.
Not Jeff.
I have no opinion about smell
Jeff's a
so good.
different dude. It's the marmot that is wildly jealous.
I understand.
Yeah.
Wait, so are we supposed to all kind of like be together, or could we like split up and try our own way to get inside?
Yeah, I mean that's up to you. If you guys all want to try to go in together, that's cool. If you all go in together, I only need one roll. If you split up, I need a roll from each entry point.
I'm willing to let the marmot, give this an attempt. He's
Give
talked
it a
me
go.
into trying to find
Sure.
the back entrance.
All right. So Jeff, you're going to be rolling 2d6.
Okay.
Are you using your nature?
I'm pretty passionate about the fact that we belong here.
Okay, so then you're going to
This is
add another d6, so that's 3d6. And then the
Right.
other one is if you have an audience, and other mascots don't count, but there are a lot of people here. So yeah, so you're going to roll 4d6.
get him to look by stretching. 4d6.
Oh,
Okay.
big stretch.
And your goal is to find a way in, get inside this fancy restaurant.
Agreed.
We're looking for 4s
Four,
and
huh?
above.
Got it. Well,
How'd we do?
this does not bode terribly well.
Okay.
I rolled 3 1s and a 4.
Okay. All right.
That's something, right?
All right. So here's what happens.
It's not a success.
You fail to achieve your goal. You do not get inside, but you don't get any heat on you. They didn't even realize that you were trying to get inside. So you're gonna have to try
Ugh.
something. Somebody else try something else. Just didn't
No
work.
respect.
You were like, I can go in this door, and you yanked on the door, and it was just locked.
Foiled again.
Foiled again.
And there was nobody people saw you do it, but they were like, I don't know, that dude's weird. Big blue marmot. What's going on?
I'm not
over there?
talking to that guy. Yeah.
Okay. I think that because I'm loud. That's my costume is very loud.
Yeah.
I'm not really a master of stealth.
What?
And in fact, since it's getting dark, I'm beginning to glow slightly.
Yep.
So I'm going to maybe try and distract outside and be like, wow, I know that there's, the event that's happening indoors, but there's more people who showed up to this fundraising event than they had anticipated. And there's a line outside because people are having to wait until people finish their dinners or whatever. So I am going to try and sort of entertain the crowd as a distraction, and the guard, the
draw them out.
bouncer that's there, to be like, wow, and then maybe try doing some kind of a skit with them specifically to be like, oh goodness, there's a pickleball that has rolled in between your feet, and it just pops up, and it's one of those snake snake cans.
Yeah.
Stuff
Okay.
like that.
All
So I'm going to try and act as a distraction so my companions can get inside, and or also I can entice people to want to be out here.
Yeah.
Why
I like
go
that.
to the Sanderkraut when you got the show out front?
Right out here. Okay, so 2d6, and then there's definitely an audience, so you can add one. I don't feel like you're being super gullible at this moment, so I don't think you can add that. So 3d6 is what we are looking for.
Okay.
And then 4s and above.
All right. Okay. I rolled a 1, I rolled a 4, and I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Nice.
So 2 of your dice rolled successes, which means you have achieved your goal. So everybody is very excited. You have enticed security to come over. You have not drawn any heat to yourself. You got yourself, he's over. The front entrance is open.
I'm just shaking over here.
Just being real loud.
It's just like
It's just a constant paper noise.
that's just the entire time.
All right. Are the marmot and the mummy heading in?
Oh yeah.
I think so.
You don't need to roll. Pickleball distracted for you.
Oh, excellent. But because I'm so jealous of the way that the Sanderkraut moves,
Yeah.
basically, like, my mascot didn't have very much money. Mom made my costume.
Sure.
So she used like whatever materials we had on hand, and some of it just happened to be like that cast tape, or not tape, but like the cloth that you use to set casts. So like there's enough of that as part of my costume that like my joints are like really stiff. I don't move well.
Sure.
And yeah, I'm just jiggling that cat in front of me, being like, "Oh, here comes the pickled person."
Just yelling and sweating.
Yep. That's
All
how
right,
I enter.
well, I mean, you've gone in. Here comes the pickled person.
Imagine like nobody turns around. I just get like some weird quizzical looks.
They're like, all right.
You're like, does it smells weird in here?
All right, so we've split the party. Let's see what's happening with
Only good things can happen.
only good things. Okay, the marmot and the mummy, you're inside. You've made it into the fancy restaurant, into the area where they are, like, there's a big line of people. Some people are eating, but there's a big line of people who are waiting to get their picture taken with the Sanderkraut.
Oh.
And like, they're coming out. Everybody who sees him looks so happy.
How does it smell here? The restaurant,
Smells
I mean.
great. It smells great. It
Like
smells
tasty great?
Yeah, like garlic and like carbs, like baked goods. I think like pasta. It's very comforting smells for me, but like my grandmother was Italian, so I don't know if that's very comforting for other people. But like, it like, my thought was like, it smells like Christmas Eve, because that is what we would have on Christmas Eve. So like, it smells like a pasta in a red sauce, and like garlic and bread and dessert.
Red.
Bread.
We love
That all
bread.
smells great.
We love bread.
Sure.
No
Everybody
respect
gets
on bread's name in this house.
everybody gets some bread.
I am getting hungry.
Mm,
Like,
mhm.
you describe it this way
It's
too well.
it's almost
This
bread
restaurant
time,
smells
everyone.
like
Let's
food.
go.
They do. I assume that they have a typical like Italian menu. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Great. That means there's fish here. I need to go to the kitchen.
It does mean that. Yes. It does mean that there is fish.
I'm making my way to the kitchen
Okay.
surreptitiously.
Oh boy. All right. Well, then you're definitely going to need to roll something to not be seen, you giant blue marmot.
Sure. I just don't want to attract attention.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
care if they see me.
I'm okay.
I just don't want them to care that I'm there. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Well, I feel like you've already got that. Oh,
Yeah, this is
All of us have that.
Yikes.
no.
this is not going so well.
All right. So,
2d6?
right. Well, not very passionate, right? You're not being like,
No, I'm driven, but
okay.
I wouldn't call that a passion.
There are a bunch of people here, so you have an audience. So you're going to be rolling 3d6.
is the audience being there always a good thing? Because, like, you know, if I'm like, I would like to attempt a murder, and it's like, well, you do have an audience. I don't know if you want that.
I think this could work to our advantage here, though, if we're able to, like, you know, play up the, like, I'm sneaking, like, do the big cartoony thing. And then people are like, oh, this is part of the
It's a
bit,
bit.
you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look,
Not
it's
a
a show.
Let's see what happens.
It's not a murder. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
All right. 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 1, a 4, and a 6.
Okay. Hey,
Nice.
2. You have achieved your goal.
Achieved it.
You have gotten into the kitchen somehow in this giant blue marmot suit.
Heck yeah.
You're in there. The kitchen is very busy. I'm gonna finish up with you in the kitchen, and then we'll go back and see
great.
what the mummy's doing.
Okay. I want a fish.
I
Wait,
want
real
a
quick,
fish.
Could I
Are
have
you-
said that I followed him or like go with him?
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, like basically I'm trying to support my bro, so
Yeah, you're
I'm
like,
with you.
yeah, we're gonna make him not smell good. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
Okay, so yeah, you're both in the kitchen.
Just there for emotional support.
You want a fish?
Yeah,
You
just
want a
jiggling my cat
you
on
want
a
a
stick.
cooked fish.
Also,
You
if
want
there's
a
some garlic
raw
bread, like,
fish?
yoink.
Do you want like the leftover?
I would
bits
love
of
like a fish, like carcass from cleaning,
carcass.
you know, like guts and bones and such. Just like a
Sure.
pile of fish stuff.
All right, give me a roll.
All right.
Roll to collect fish
Roll
stuff.
to
fish.
collect
Roll the fish,
Fish stuff
statement.
roll.
stuff.
Yeah. Here we go. That's a 4 and a 2. The odds were against me.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Oh, you have a third. There's people in the kitchen. This is not an empty
Oh,
room.
right. It's not an empty kitchen at dinner service. That makes sense.
Could I say like I assist him somehow?
Oh,
Sure.
So then like what
So
would
you're
that
both
look like?
you're both like this is a joint effort.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to
so
help
then,
him.
Then also roll.
find fish.
Are you doing it in a cute way?
Yeah, so basically
chibi
my
mummy.
Chibi
The
money.
cat
Yeah.
is like sifting through and is like, oh, fishums.
yeah.
Just shove
So-
it in your cabin.
I'm actually just using it to like just bat open cabinets and things like that because my joints don't work so well.
Sure,
my
yeah.
hands are wrapped up,
Yeah.
so I don't have individual fingers.
Right.
But my mummy looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Love it.
Like he's like very round.
Everything is so cute.
Round.
And there's an audience.
Yeah.
So you're going to roll 4 and Jeff will have rolled 3.
Mhm.
Okay.
And how many? You got 1, Jeff? Even
My
with your
third die was also a 4, so I have 2 now.
2. Okay.
Ooh, 2, 3, 3, 6.
Ooh.
Okay. So we've got 3 successes, which means that you have achieved your goal. However, you're both going to take some heat because the, chef is like, what are you doing in here? So I need each of you to roll a d6.
One.
1.
Is that good
3.
or bad?
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I know.
you add that to
You
your
don't
heat.
want to get to 21.
Yeah.
Or over
Oh, right,
21.
right.
So,
Excellent.
3.
so you each have whatever you rolled will be added to your heat. So you got the fish guts. You got a pile of fish guts just in your hands. And now I remember how your costume is. So you're just holding a pile of fish guts like this, and you could do
Yeah, I
this.
can't move my arms elsewhere. Like,
Right. It's just up here. It
Yeah.
smells awful. It's real close to your face.
this is going to work.
You could hide it in my bandages if you want to
Stop.
obscure it. We sneak up on him.
The pickled
I'm
man
I'm gonna leave
so
it.
gross all the
Listen,
time.
you two we're gonna pull. Camera's gonna shift. Let's go
moment, it
outside and see
transitions
what the
to a
pickleball
next
is doing. What are you doing out here?
I am putting on the show of a lifetime in front of this restaurant because, I mean, like, obviously we came here for my good friend Marmot.
Yeah.
But I love the attention of the crowd. I love being able to support my local pickleball team and act, like really entertain the masses as any true official mascot should be doing.
Obviously.
Not taking pictures exclusively inside.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I'm
That guy's a
also
hack.
posing for pictures for free.
Okay, so I need to know how good your act is. So I'm going to have you roll.
Okay.
You have an audience, so it'll be 3. I'm going to say you're being a little gullible and that you think that people think you're an official mascot. You believe it. You believe they believe that.
Yeah. I also truly believed everyone out here is really entertained by the fact that I'm like, supporting the team and not because I'm a random woman making a ridiculous mess of herself.
Not at all that. Not at all. All right.
Okay.
Give me 4 D6s. See what happens.
So that is, I rolled 3 2s and a 6.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
You have failed to achieve your goal. Listen, you it's hard to see your feet in this costume. And there's curbs and stuff and it's hard to see. And you fell off a curb and you are now rolling down the street.
Oh no.
Glowing in the dark.
Little violet bork.
Yeah. What would you like to do as you're rolling down the street? Getting real dizzy.
I think it's fun at first. She's like, wee, and then she's like, people are watching. Oh my god! And then she realizes that people aren't watching, and she's like, oh, this is not as fun. And then she realizes that she can't stop, and that is even more not fun. So she. Oh my god! How fast am I rolling?
You're gaining speed.
Is it like down a hill?
Yeah.
And what's at the bottom of the hill?
Water.
That is not great for paper mache.
Not great. Not great.
Okay. I am going to attempt to retract into myself in the ball.
Like fully?
Yes,
all limbs and your head.
I'm gonna say definitely my legs.
Okay.
One arm.
Okay.
The other arm I'm going to leave out because I'm going to try and put the bag down and kind of use that as like a what is the thing called on a ship that like
a rudder?
Udder?
The rudder? Yes.
Udder.
Like a rudder.
That's a cow.
That's cow.
Milk it.
Yeah, that.
I'm going to use that as like a
ships
rudder
have
to
udders.
try and direct myself to roll into a more advantageous position.
Okay, I love it. I'm gonna give you gullible because I really think that
I think this is gonna work. There's no reason that this doesn't work. I'm assuming I don't have an audience, or is everyone okay? I was like, I think I've rolled away from the crowd.
You rolled away from the audience at this
Wildly
point.
unfortunate.
So 3.
Okay, I got a 4 and a 6.
Okay, listen, you have achieved your goal. You, while probably screeching, they
have to do
shifted.
some repairs.
I think it was loud enough that you couldn't even hear it inside. That like it shifted from like squeals of what could be joy into like terror, and then just getting quieter as they go away, and then they abruptly stop, because you're able to like catch on something and you like wedge yourself against the curb and you've stopped rolling. I want to know what's happening with the fish.
I don't know if I want to know what's happening with the fish.
What is the plan here, my dudes? You got a pile of fish guts.
So Marmot, my hands, they're stiff. They're way too sweaty. I can't grab anything. The only way I could help you with this fish is if you fold it into my bandages. Or you could somehow rig it on my cap. I don't know why I have this weird accent.
No, I like it.
Part
It's
of your
good.
character.
It's mummy.
It's mummy.
It's mummy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Let me give you. Let's tuck in like half the fish and your bandages, and then I'll keep half the fish stuff. That way, if one of us gets caught, we've still got a chance.
Ooh, I like the way you think.
Mhm.
Which half am I getting?
The really stinky part. I don't know. What something must be easier to tuck into the bandages, right? Like the bones and stuff, the head sticking out.
Yeah, here's the deal.
I don't know what fish look like.
This
What am I
again,
doing?
I believe, is a joint venture. I don't know how we ended up here,
That feels
but
right.
both of you, will be rolling 2.
Hey, we're close, right, bro? Tuck this fish into my. Never mind.
Are you being passionate and or cute with this?
Sure.
I'd love to say that I am, but I can't. I don't know how I can defend passionate fish.
Okay.
Right. So maybe my person is really shy on the inside, and that's why he really likes being a mummy, like a mascot.
Sure.
With full costuming.
Yeah.
And so he feels this friendship. He hasn't had very many friends in his life. So when you come do this for me, he's really bashful.
Oh, so he's like,
oh,
all right.
yeah.
You roll
I
3.
like that.
There isn't an audience because you've been kicked out of the kitchen. They were like, get out. So you're in the hallway by yourself. So I got
We got what we
2d6 from the marmot and 3d6 from the mummy. And let's see how many that
I got 1 4.
we got. 3. Okay. So
6
together,
by 5.
listen,
Wait, that's he.
you got 4 successes. You achieve your goal spectacularly.
Fish. Right.
And you know what that means? That means you mark double heat for both of you.
Oh my goodness.
So we roll again?
Each of you roll 2d6 and add them
Oh
together.
my goodness.
Oh, boy.
7.
Oof.
Hey, I rolled a 7 too. Go Team Fish.
That's not.
Go Team
you
Fish.
Don't want that.
I'm halfway up, and
You don't
we're in
want
scene
this.
1.
What are you doing?
I can't help it.
I'm just
So-
wedged in between a wall right now.
Just like yelling from the
Get
wall,
on
like,
my level, please.
what are you guys doing up there? You doing it?
Someone help! I can't touch the wall to get off.
Your feet just kicking.
Dangling. I am trying to position myself to see where I can push off of, but I can't reach anything.
The camera just keeps cutting back to you and like, ugh. Okay, what are you doing, Pickleball? What's happening?
Well, let's see. Okay, what do we know how long the Sanderkraut is going to be at this restaurant?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was definitely a time frame given for the event. I think he's probably only there for a few hours, like maybe 2 hours.
Okay.
So let's see how long he's been there. Let's give it a shot. Oh, woo boy. Okay. It is coming up on the end of his shift.
So I am going to. What I would like to do is act as a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to. I'm assuming because we're all obsessed with this man that that I know what car they drive.
Sure. Yeah. You would absolutely. You would know that.
So
I think there's probably the only thing that my brain could think of just now was the Pope Mobile, and it is not.
Like a pickle mobile?
Yeah. Yeah.
just got a big pickle on the top of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, could the pickle have a mustache? Because
Yes.
we didn't really describe
Yes.
the Sanderkraut,
Yeah.
but all we said was that he had a
you
big
talked about
mustache.
him having a big mustache, right?
I think
yeah,
that he's just a man, like a man in a man costume.
Mm-hmm. Like this, Swedish chef.
Okay.
Top.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
None of us know what the person inside the suit looks like.
No, absolutely not.
We do not know if they are actually a man or not. We just know that they are Sanderkraut and must be destroyed.
Correct.
Damn you, Sanderkraut.
So,
It's the name of this episode. They are Sanderkraut and they must be destroyed.
I love it.
So I am going to go to the dumpster behind this restaurant and gather some stuff that is particularly smelly. I'm thinking garlic is probably a big one. But anything I can find back there, whatever.
Great. Give me a roll.
Sure. I
think it's only 2d6.
I think it's only 2. Yeah.
If you're not
Is
being
that a
gullible,
big
this is
audience back
actually a
there?
smart plan, and you and there's no audience back here in the alley.
Okay. All right. I rolled a 4 and a 1, so I did not.
Okay, so you have failed to achieve your goal. No heat on you yet. You, however,
No, Sarah.
No repercussions, please.
You're stuck. You like got up over and like tipped over, and so you're like stuck. Like the dumpster kind of closed a little bit on the big pickleball, so your little feet are sticking out, and like you're not.
Are you just being wedged into places?
Yeah, you're not in the garbage. You know, you're not like stuck in garbage, but like
I can't reach it. Also,
you can't reach it. So you're in the back.
no.
All right, Marmot and Mummy, you can see the Sanderkraut is like his handler just picked him up and like he's heading out. What are you doing?
I'm going to shuffle frantically towards the Sanderkraut,
Perfect.
like jiggling my cat on a stick
Uh-huh.
and say, "Oh, Mr. Sanderkraut, wait, Mr. Sanderkraut, you remember me? Wouldn't it be a good photo op for you to get a picture with both of us other mascots?"
You're holding the fish.
I can't smile. What am I doing? Like,
You're always smiling.
I gotta tell you that like I've been in mascot suits before. You can't help but like when you're doing the thing, you like make the facial expression. It doesn't matter. All right. Yeah. Give me a roll. I think you're being very cute and there's an audience. So
Ooh.
you got 4.
charm him.
Oh. 3, 3, 3, 4.
All right, so you have failed to achieve your goal. Here's the deal. You are coming and he does remember you and he's like, "Oh no." And he like leans over to his handler and says something and they speed up.
Well, I know what I'm doing then.
What are you doing, Marmot?
It's a man in a man suit. It's a person in a man suit.
Person in a man suit.
There's a gap or something where the arm is or where the neck is or something, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I feel the opportunity slipping away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to break out into as fast a run as I can and just try and like slam dunk these fish guts into his suit.
Okay.
Oh my God.
This feels like an act of passion.
This
And
is
there's
very important to me.
definitely-
Very passionate.
There's definitely an audience.
I want
So
nothing more in my life.
Four-
than to do
Crime
this.
of passion.
4d6.
Come on. Don't let me down there.
Need at least 2 of them.
Well,
Uh-oh.
that's not great. I did get A6, but then I got a whole bunch of nothing.
Oh.
Are you
The
assisting
fish is
in
going
any way?
somewhere.
I'd love to assist. I think basically when the Sanderkraut like started speeding away,
Yeah.
I turn around to Marmot and I say, "He's getting away." But then I see Marmot like,
Going. Yeah.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
somehow white
Sweet.
froth is coming from
Yeah.
their mascot
Obviously.
mouth.
Yeah.
Somehow.
He's accidentally hit the button and
Right.
started. He's gonna-
The
Why did
rabies
we
button?
add this in? And yet-
He thought it would be like passionate, but he hasn't used it in a while because it freaks people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to man, maybe I just twist my body and use my hand and try to give him a shove to help him accelerate.
You're gonna try to scoot
Like
Marmot.
launch.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Give him a little,
some
give him a little
momentum.
butt tap. Just be
Yeah.
like, you can do
Good
it.
game. Good game.
Good game.
Do it.
Are we in sports or are we not?
We are.
So 3. I don't think that's cute. So, but there is an audience. So 3d6.
Oh, 5, 6, 5.
Oh,
You
Oh,
did
no.
it so good.
Oh, no, it's too good.
Spectacularly.
Oh no.
So
The fuzz.
you like launch. Your arms are really stiff. Got like casts on them and stuff. And Marmot's running past, and you're like, "Go get him, buddy!" And you just like you launch him, and he goes fully vertical of like just like all the and like tackles the Sander crowd, and just like stuffs all of the fish guts. In fact, it was so spectacular that on the way he somehow snagged all the fish guts that were in your bandages, grabbed him with his other hand, just right down the back of his neck.
Oh.
Roll 2d6 apiece and add it to your heat.
Oof.
7.
I'm just hanging out in a
There's only 4
dumpster.
for me that time.
Halfway in, halfway out.
Okay, where's everybody at with their heat?
0.
15
Too high.
here.
14.
15 and 14.
Good thing we can take actions to reduce this because
You
this
can.
is
Here's the deal. You have
dangerous.
achieved this part. He does not smell so good anymore, and it's going to be really hard to get it out of that. It's going to be really hard. Yikes.
I also smell like, well, we both smell like fish now too.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, you can't
Neither
tell
of you guys
though.
ever
I don't smell
smelled
different.
you guys
particularly.
didn't
Totally do.
smell
Yeah, it's
awesome prior
not my
to
worst
this.
day.
So,
gross.
you know what? I feel like with that in mind, I feel like we should maybe take our bio break. We're gonna take a break. We're just gonna take a bio break, just real quick. Go get some Italian food. Maybe don't get fish carcasses. Whatever. But like, also, I'm not in charge of you. So if that's what you
I'm not
want,
your mom. Live your life.
live your life. Yeah, find the mascot that is in your soul and bring them out into the world. Be the mascot you want to see in the world. Yeah. All right. We'll be back in a few minutes. Bye. Welcome back from the break. Pew, 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 pew. Finger guns. Marmot salute. Ta-da. When we last left our heroes, they had just shoved fish guts down.
Interesting
down
choice of
the
word.
back of a person who was just doing their job. The next scene, because of timing, we're going to take care of both the pickle wiggle and the pickleball paddle. And it's going to happen. Oh, no.
Oh, no?
It's going to happen during a parade.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps
this is the perfect place.
Listen, the Big Dills, they've just won the championship. Because they're a big deal. I mean, it was a regional championship. You know.
There are only so many teams.
Right. There are 3 teams, but they won.
It's a whole region, okay?
It's the entire for the entire region. It's a big deal. And the Sanderkraut is on a float going down the street slowly, parade style.
Like you do.
Like you do.
Yes, you do.
And they, you know, there's a bunch of local, like, you know, I think there's probably like the Shriners are there with their little cars. I think that there's probably the fire engine. They're making a bunch of noise. I think probably there's some sort of horse and carriage situation, which could get messy for everyone.
I don't like the implication because I tend to be the one that falls into things.
This is the dice are the ones that make you fall.
I am not rolling well.
You're not getting any heat, but you're just like not achieving anything.
I am just like, I am the most bumbling, aspiring murderer.
I mean, maybe you're going to be the one. Maybe it's like all
I'm saving it all up
right?
for the
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, the gullible thing, that's just a part of the act, baby.
You're our finishing move.
Oh, I love it.
All right.
The pickleball special.
It is. Oh, no. So it is, you know, they're going down the street. There's a whole bunch of people here, lots of audience. So you're automatically always going to be rolling with that third die. I don't know if you're going to be rolling with your fourth die, but what are we doing? We're trying to, he doesn't smell great. And I think that's probably what generally he is walking in the parade and he like comes out and talks to people, but like they can't get the fish smell out of the suit. And so they're keeping him up on the float away from people because they still, and everybody's like Sanderkraut, come and take your picture. And he's just like, yeah, big thumbs up. Great. Like just staying back. What are we doing? How are we combating the pickle wiggle? You heard me.
Oh, okay. So it's pickle wiggle time.
Pickle wiggle time.
It's pickle wiggle time. I need that on a shirt. Chris Tables. It's pickle wiggle time.
Nothing's weird here. Everything's fine.
Is that like morphin time? Like, I think it like that's a call to action. It sounds like
I feel like we should at least have stickers that say that.
it's pickle wiggle time.
Yeah.
A little bit of reason, little bit of rhyme.
Yeah, I feel like the announcer like shouts that.
Pickle wiggle time.
It's wiggle time.
Yeah, and it's like
And
lots of
there's
bombastic
definitely
music.
And he has a song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that song. I hate
maybe
that.
he's got like a team of cheerleaders called like the Wigglers or something,
Wigglers.
and they all like I don't know do the same shimmy.
Same.
It's just
same move.
disgusting. I hate it.
Ugh. Why does everybody
I
like
actually think
this
they're
so
doing
much?
a great job. Okay, cool.
Just because he has a cool dance and
really
he can like
talented
move.
performers. Okay, yeah, cool.
It's okay.
All right,
It's
cool.
okay. He needs this.
Right.
Yeah, and I
All right.
shake my stick
My
furiously.
sister's actually one of the wigglers.
It's like we're all really proud of her. Okay.
The whole entire family's really into the pickleball industry. Like the dad or like a great grandpa or something like that was like one of the founders of the team. So it's like
Oh,
a big
sure.
emotional thing for the pickleball specifically.
Did you audition to be the Sanderkraut and didn't make it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. And it was probably even one of those things where, like, they had maybe already kind of decided on this person, but they're like, well, like, she's a legacy. You got to let her try
You
out.
gotta let her
And
audition.
she was just, like, so nervous because there was, like, so much pressure and everyone else is really integrated with, like,
Yeah,
the pickleball Big Dill system.
sure.
And she has totally beefed it.
Yeah, just
Oh.
tanked the audition.
She didn't even talk. She was like,
Oh no.
and now she's, had some experience,
Sure.
and she's like, I deserve another shot, and
Sure. Yeah.
I
And
can't get one while this guy is here.
right.
So
It's a lifetime appointment.
it is literally my like family dynasty and my personal destiny to be the Sander Crown.
Okay. Good. Good. All right. Well, let's take care of his wiggle.
Okay. Yeah.
He's doing it right
so-
now. He's doing it right now. The song is on.
Blast him! I shake my cat on a stick. So is he? You say he's like on a float.
Yes.
He's like being driven.
Yes.
Can we say this is like a really tall float?
Sure.
It's really grand.
Yes.
So I see his wiggle. I get real angry.
Yeah.
I turn to my friends and I say, "All right, this is our chance. This is our chance to cripple this person and get rid of that wiggle once and for all.
Wow.
Only we can. But only if we sabotage this vehicle that he's on and make it crash into something. So maybe we should all think of a way to make it crash and go out of control."
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How are we going to do that?
Well, I feel like the easiest thing here is to like a bag of 1,000 ball bearings, except it's pickleballs,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and just across the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I hesitate to say, but I think our best weapon is our pickleball friend, who
Oh no!
we can really just have her walk in front of the thing and something bad will happen.
I think that's
I'm
worth
like,
a
okay,
try.
guys, this sounds like a great idea. I'll do whatever.
Well, first, we got to make our way into the parade and in front of this vehicle.
Okay. So you are
Mhm.
infiltrating the parade as if you are walking amongst. Okay. Listen, there
We're
is a
supposed to be
dance
here.
troupe right in front. The Wigglers are in front. They're doing like coordinated dance moves and stuff along with him walking in front of the car. So you were infiltrating
This has got to be the
I
same
mean-
dance they always do, right?
Yeah.
I would also assume, like at the very least, with pickleball's family's sordid past with the Big Dills, she knows this dance.
Oh, 100%. It's
So-
really hard to do inside the suit.
Oh yeah, but I'm not the person who has the flaw of
Sure.
constricted mobility. I
No.
don't know.
That's true.
So I'm just
Mhm.
loud, which is great for a parade.
It's perfect.
So I have been told, I don't know what the plan is after the fact, I don't think.
No.
But my friends have been like, hey, it's a really good idea for you to go do this. And I'm like, you're totally right. It's a great
I
idea.
agree.
You just
I-
leave. Like,
This
I'm going.
is such a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, you're
you leave
gullible,
it,
right?
You leave in the middle
Correct.
of him talking. You're just like, you're right. And off you go. So
I did not take much convincing.
yeah, give me a roll. There's definitely an audience, and I think this is a pretty gullible move for you. So 4d6.
I think it's genius. Let's go. 3 6s.
Okay.
Yes.
So
That would have been the best stat roll.
you charge out there, and you're doing it with them perfectly in time. you are going to mark some heat because you get
Because you
yourself-
brought it with you.
Yeah. And you are not comfortable being in the
Oh,
back.
that's
You're
right.
not going to be in the back. You scoot your way into the center of the wigglers.
You're
And they're
vibing.
like,
Of course I
what? They, so
do. Like, just go with it.
Yeah, they've scooted around. That's right. So I need you to roll a d6, and you're going to add to your heat.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you have 3 heat. So you are attracting a little bit of attention from like security, because they have security that are like walking alongside to make sure that nobody like
Sure.
runs out into the parade.
Into the parade? Because who would do that?
Like you.
That would be insane.
No one in their right mind.
No one would do that. And so like they're not stopping you yet because they're like, like the wigglers aren't concerned at this moment. So like, but like they're keeping an eye on you. But that does mean that the security guards are looking at pickleball
Perfect.
once again.
Yeah. We seem to have this
I am
pretty well figured out.
I'm obviously the face of this party.
Correct. All right,
I'm
Marmot and
think of
Mummy.
how I can be useful here.
It's never stopped you before.
So I have a thought. It's
I
not
can't
really
wait.
different than what we just did,
Okay.
but like he's only really good at one thing, and that's like stretching out and being thrown places.
Uh-huh.
There are 2 stages of Marmot.
So like if this is like a float like you normally see at a parade,
Yeah.
somebody's driving it
Yes.
and they have the window down because the weather's nice.
Yes.
You don't have a parade in bad weather.
Mm-mm.
So I figure if we can line this up, and
Yeah.
we can fire me in through that window, I think that can I think that
What
can
could go
do,
wrong?
that can do something,
I
right?
can't wait.
Those are my favorite words.
All right. This is, I'm going to have to tell you, yet again, this is a joint roll.
Okay.
We're just playing one character with 2 aspects.
And I feel like this is a passionate move because you're being
gosh,
launched
totally.
into a moving vehicle.
Oh man.
I think the passion is palpable.
Yeah. We can all
Yeah.
feel it.
And maybe this time instead of like just tossing him, maybe I could like lay back and let him use my belly as like a trampoline
Boing.
to spring
Like a
off
ramp?
of.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like cause he's really he's like round like the Stay
Yeah.
Puft Marshmallow Man, so he's a
I
little
love it.
bouncy.
Mhm.
I
Boing.
also have a question.
Yeah.
Since I am acting as a distraction,
Yeah.
can I use that to help reduce heat from my friends?
Yes.
I
Yes.
can't remember all the ways to do that, but I was like, we should probably do that because if either
Yeah,
of you
that
guys
roll
rolls
is-
like a 7 again, it's not going to be a good
Ooh.
time.
Mm,
That's a really good point.
yeah.
I mean, if they do get hauled off to jail, you can bust them out. That is the thing that can happen. And it would be parade jail, I guess.
Parade jail.
Parade jail? You
Oh
just
my
run in the
God.
back of a cart?
Come on. All the serious parades have parade jail. Comes
Oh
at
my
the end.
god.
Clearly.
It's like the lock and stocks and you can see
Yeah.
our mascot
Yeah.
heads like
Correct. I mean, you're not there yet, but
I love it.
it's a chance.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, well, let's see what happens, and then we'll we'll worry about the heat after.
All right. We said yes, there's an audience here, right?
There's
It's a
you're at a
parade.
parade.
Right. Sorry.
There's an audience.
I would hope
2664. It's heating up in here.
6, 6, 4, 3. Okay.
1, 2, 4, 5.
Okay. So 5 successes total. This is going to be
Jeez.
double heat for both of you.
Stop succeeding.
But
We're
you
just
do.
so good.
You come rocketing out of the side, and you stretch out, and you just like directly into the window. And
Torpedo style.
yeah, and when you go in, the camera sees from his perspective. You just come shooting in, and he like turns and like and then gets knocked out of the car. Like the door opens and he just rolls out, and now you are in control of the car in a very constricting costume.
Now run over pickleball.
Please don't run people over at this parade. Run me over at this parade.
But everybody needs to roll. Not everybody. Yes, everybody roll 2d6s.
Everybody.
I got a 7.
Whoa.
I got a 5.
I got a 9.
Okay. So the two of you add that to your heat, but your friend is helping you, so you can subtract 5.
Holy crap.
Oh, nice.
9 would have put you over 21, you guys.
Yeah.
You saved me.
Me too. I was at 23.
Yeah,
that's
22.
Like, pickleball does like a solo in the middle.
She starts tap dancing.
She has been working on an addition to the wiggle. She does it.
Thank you, pickleball. Now run her over.
It's really loud.
Oh God! I hope you go to prison, pickled man.
I will rat you out.
I will totally bail on you. I will pin this entire thing.
It's true.
I thought you said it was a good idea.
You have control of the parade float, Marmot. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I look out.
How are you going to break this pickle wiggle?
I look out at my mummy friend.
Yeah.
And I go, "Are you ready?"
I lift my arm. I'm like still on my back on the floor and I can't get up. Like my middle is jiggly, but my limbs are stiff, so I'm like a turtle. I can't like roll over. But yeah, I give you like a little thumbs up.
All right. I'm going to cut the wheel real hard and jam on the brakes. Something will happen.
Give me a roll.
You don't roll the car. I'm like, give me a roll. I sure hope it doesn't.
There's an audience.
Three.
Yeah. I think just
no, he's terrified.
Yeah.
He knows what a bad idea this is.
Okay.
Okay. That's 2. That's a 5 and a 6 and a 2. So
this has changed your goal. Tell me exactly what you were trying to make happen.
What I'm trying to do, we said this is a tall float.
It is a tall float.
So I imagine that the center of gravity won't take a whole lot to get this thing to tip over. So he's up on top.
Yeah.
I want this thing to tip in such a way that that the mummy can at least witness or enact some sort of final thing to ensure that the wiggle.
You're trying to break the costume,
no more,
right? So that it can't
mechanism in the wiggle.
Yeah. Is that what we're doing? That feels right.
The moment was like, this could be a murder, though, right? Like we could.
I'm gonna dump this thing into the bay.
We could just smush him right now.
What do we just kill him now?
No,
but if we kill him now, he'll become a myth. We have to ruin him.
That's true.
We can't make him a martyr.
Yeah.
All right.
Martyr.
I think
he
what
has to live long enough to become the villain.
He like lands on it like knocks him off his feet, and he lands in such a way that it busts a mechanism that allows the like crazy wiggle that happens. You have broken the wiggle. I'm going to say he gets up and he picks up his pickleball paddle. And he sees the three of you. And he is going to start shooting t-shirts, thunking them out at you. He's attacking back.
So I'm going to try to act like a shield for my friends and charge forward.
Okay.
And take all the t-shirt blows.
Great.
Dramatically.
Sure.
Each one makes my body.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to, shout to the crowd or, just for like people that are around us. Like, oh my God, the Sander crowd, are you okay? And then I'm going to try to jump on top of him.
Jump on top to get. Are we going for the paddle now? That's the last one. Your friend is very jealous.
Just crush something. I just want to crush something.
Just want to crush something.
That paddle is very important.
Yeah. Do you want? I should
knock
find
it out of his hand.
Is this a thing that you want? And you would have discussed this beforehand. Does the pickleball want to take possession of the paddle? Or
Yes.
do you want? Yes. So you don't want it destroyed.
Very much so.
Ooh.
Very much so envious of this paddle, and
Okay.
at the very least would like to find it and make it like bring it back so she can mess around with it and like see how it works, what makes
Okay.
it tick,
All right.
Wait,
All right.
and make
so in
her
that
own
case-
bigger, better paddle.
Right. Obviously.
Yeah. So in that case, I'm definitely aiming more like for his arm and body to like crush him beneath me and
like,
like
knock it
drop.
free.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Give me a roll, my dear.
How many?
I don't think this is cute.
Oh, Sander Kraut.
All
All
right.
right, whatever.
Then four. Give me 4.
Okay.
See what happens.
Sandercraft.
Sander Kraut.
What are you doing, Sandercraft?
4663.
Okay. So you're gonna roll a heat, my friend.
But only a single one.
Just one.
Just one heat. One,
So sweaty.
1d6.
Oh my god, 3. I'm at 20. On the precipice of
You're
passing
very
out.
sweaty, and you're lumbering towards him with your stiff limbs and your weird cat thing, and you're and you like jump on top of him.
I pretend to trip, and
Right,
as I trip,
sure.
I go, "Oh, I'm so sweaty."
Oh no! And you're sweaty on top of him. He smells like fish. It's gross. But his pickleball paddle pops free. Marmot, you are still inside the cab, and
Yeah, I think I've popped out like a prairie dog.
sure. And then and then pickleball, you turned around when you heard him yell, "Are you ready?" So like
Oh,
you
100%.
can see. I mean, I think you're still doing the dance moves, probably
I'm
backwards.
going to pickle my wiggle over there.
All right, good. Are you trying to pick up do you want to catch it? It's flying like
I would like to try and seamlessly
seamlessly.
Ooh.
catch it and be like, this was all planned, and continue to launch the t-shirts with the
Whoa.
with the paddle.
Take over. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I think only 3d6s.
Okay.
I think
Tough, but fair.
your cunning is starting to show.
Mm.
Oh no, the inside of the pickleball is just showing too much. Okay, that is that's 3 successes because it's a 4, right?
4 or above.
Okay, so I did a 5, 5, and a 4. So
Okay. So you're gonna roll for 1d6 for heat.
that's a 5.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So you're at 8.
That's not too bad. That's
That's not too bad. Your friends have a lot.
You're doing
more.
okay.
I'm good. I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You catch it like it's almost like it had been tossed to you. It's so perfect. You catch it, and as you're swinging it back around, you were able to eject one t-shirt and then fire it back off into the crowd, and the crowd's going crazy. You have taken everything from this man.
Except for.
Well, except
Life.
for his life. And the it's so ridiculous that I just read that the final scene where you can break him down and take his life takes place in a car park. You're in a
That's
parking
fitting.
lot.
We've established we know what he drives.
shady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are waiting for him at his vehicle at the end of the parade. He is now vulnerable and broken and ready to be eliminated in this final scene.
And we're standing in front of his flaming car.
Correct. Car's definitely on fire. You did that.
Oh my god.
It's just burning behind us, and we're like,
You have his
I-
paddle, like
yeah, the like methodical like
thunk, thunk.
of the paddle as he walks up. Oh my god,
Luckily, it's oversized. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to reach it across.
that's
to your
true.
other
That
hand.
is accurate.
I think
as he approaches, I'm going to shake my cat at him and say, "This has been a long time coming, Sanderkraut."
It's horrifying.
It is
like,
terrifying.
like
So
a sweet
scared.
little voice. He's like,
emotionally recover from this.
guys, this is, I can't believe that you would do this. Like, what's wrong with you? He reaches behind his back. And somehow there's maybe something. He starts whipping pickleballs at you. You don't know where they're coming from. He's throwing them at you. Hard. He throws really hard. Was he a pitcher? Jesus. Like these are
Pickleball, known for its pitchers.
yeah. Yeah. It's
That's why he
hurting.
had to retire.
Just
Because
hitting you.
Just incensed.
Yeah.
Pickleball is like, you were never meant to wear this suit. And she starts hitting him back with the paddle.
Okay.
Nice.
Give me a roll.
2, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, I mean, he's not an audience.
No.
That's 2 force.
Okay.
Nice.
He says this, you are wailing on him. He is slowing down. He's still throwing stuff out, but like
Nothing can handle the power of this paddle.
wow, this is magical.
it is. I'm gonna also say Twilight. So as you're doing this, it's the gloaming.
Amazing.
So as you are doing this,
I
You're
start to glow.
starting to glow a little bit.
She's ascending.
It's so beautiful.
Doing?
We're starting to believe.
Okay.
You can jump in and assist.
I-
No.
Is there a way I can strategically angle one of these to like hit him in the temple and knock him unconscious?
You're hoping to just knock him out?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be another roll
Okay.
because this is an aimed shot.
Same shot. Yeah, that's
Oh,
tough,
maybe-
but that's fair.
Maybe we can be distracting to like break up his eye lines.
Oh yeah,
That's a thing, right?
sure. Give
Break
us
up
a
the
good
eye lines.
distraction.
Woo.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw my fake cat on a stick at him.
Chuck.
Yeah.
All right.
Distraction, harm, whatever.
All right.
Whatever happens.
I think everybody gets 2d6 for this. I don't think that this is playing into your
What do you mean?
natures.
What do you
I
mean?
can do it cutely.
I did terribly.
I feel
Okay.
like Marmot is passionate about distracting.
I really need your attention.
I feel like
Part
Marmot
of
is
his whole problem.
passionate needs to also be on a t-shirt.
Yes.
I feel like Marmot is
I googled marmots. They're very ugly animals. I mean, they're squirrels. They're big squirrels.
Guys, oh my god. I rolled a single success. I rolled a 6.
Yeah,
Oh,
ditto.
0 successes.
5 and a 3.
Okay.
Wait, that's like perfect.
Oh yeah. Maybe we're great.
Oh.
You got 2 together. Yeah, but you
Hey!
specified that you were doing different things.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh, I
point.
thought it was a group test.
This
No.
one's not a group test.
Well,
So you guys are all like
we're all doing real bad.
so here's the thing. You rolled 0 successes, Marmot?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you failed to achieve your goal and
Yeah.
we need to mark some heat.
Oh.
Buddy.
Oh, no.
Roll a
Right.
d6.
Y'all need to start lowering your heat.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a 3.
Uh-huh. Where's that put you?
That takes me to 21.
Oh,
Ooh.
And you explicitly said it had
has
to be over 21.
21. But it's
Yeah.
getting really hot inside your. You've been in your suit for a really long time. With
He
no
runs
break.
hot.
Yeah,
He's a passionate
yeah,
guy.
he's a hothead for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's a problem.
Can't keep doing that though. Woof.
Woof. Okay. The other 2 of you do not get any heat, but nothing happens. You are not able to like hit him in any way. You know what? So it turns out that like mascot suits are like fairly protective because there's just like so much.
Oh
He's
yeah,
got a big
in a
head.
suit. I forget
over his
he's
head.
not a man.
No,
But
he's
he's in front of us.
He's a person in a suit. Yeah. So like, so hard. You throw your thing and it just goes wide and like falls down and just never gets to them. So he's able to like pushes himself back up, and is now sort of somehow, even without his paddle, just like forcing you back by steps.
Okay,
He
new
like
idea.
knows martial arts and he's somehow really good at it in the mascot suit.
New idea.
I'm ready.
Can you said the car was on fire, right?
It is on fire.
It is on fire. So can
Oh, boy.
I, since we're backing up, I'm like, oh my gosh, we can't handle this, and just kind of play into it and be like, wow, I'm so gullible because I'm totally falling for this very intimidating act that this mascot is putting on, and like subtly leave my like purse thing in the way so he will trip and fall into the flames and it'll catch him on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Let's give it a go.
Do I get 3?
3. Let's do 3.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get him.
That's 3 successes.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So you are going to first. You're going to mark heat, my dear.
Whatever. I mean, it's fire, baby. It's gonna be hot.
Yeah. So roll your d6. Let's see where you're at.
1. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he trips, he falls into the flames. I am not going to describe what happens, but it turns out that mascot suits not fire retardant. So you just watch that scene, the 3 of you.
Plausible deniability. Also, we didn't set him on fire. He tripped. Oh,
Smooth criminal.
I mean, you did set the car on fire, the 3 of you.
I was dancing, and anyone
I
who
was
at the
big.
parade.
Nobody saw it. When the scene started, the car was on fire. It was like that.
That was
when
like that when
found
we
it.
got here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Oh, but-
here is now what happens, friends. Who has the highest heat?
I would
That
assume.
must be
I would
me.
assume that the marmot.
The marmot. The player with the highest heat that has not exceeded 21 is selected to be the new official mascot.
Oh,
What?
Oh,
I'm gonna do another murder.
Everyone else
Seems like
is
a problem.
still a no-name loser unless they end the game with more than 21 heat, in which case they are a no-name loser in prison.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so you each get to end the game to give me a couple sentences to describe how the events of this murderous evening have changed your lives forever. I'm going to start with the marmot, who has become the new mascot for the Big Dills.
The events of it's been a wild time. But I used my newfound power as the official mascot of the Big Dills
Mhm.
to expand the role, actually, to not only is it more important now for the community, we do more charitable works and no more of the photo ops. We're in with the people now.
Mm,
None of the rich folk stuff,
mhm, mhm.
proletariat. But the most important thing that I was able to do is to split the salary and the responsibilities with my partners.
Oh,
I know how important this is to them. We were in this boat together, and none of us could have done this on our own. And we know too much
You know
For
where
us
all
to
the
have really
bodies are buried.
separated.
Gotta
Yeah.
keep the enemies
I was
close.
going to say,
and
it's a
your
good thing
friends
you went
closer.
first because I'm pretty sure pickleball would have killed you.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. I was gonna be like, so pickleball, the next shot that you see of her is just like in a dark room. And there's string all over the place. There's Pepe Sylvia on the wall.
All right. Well, now that you know that you are like, there's the three of you, you are a trio of mascots now. So, pickleball, how has your life changed now? What are you?
Oh, wow. I mean, I think that initially pickleball was a little upset again that she was not chosen.
Sure.
Because she, again, believes this to be her birthright.
Yeah, that's not weird. It's cool. Totally fine.
But since then has seen the passion that our ex-Marmot friend, now Sanderkraut.
Nope. He's still Marmot.
Oh, he's
They
still
just
Marmot.
chose Marmot.
But we did add the mustache.
Yeah, obviously.
Mustache. You know what? And we've all realized that
Love
a
it.
Marmot is a way better costume than just some dude.
It's just some dude.
Some dude.
Just some dude.
And it so I would say that she has probably refined the costume a bit.
Mm,
And only does it for like special occasions, like going out with the Wigglers, and handles a lot more of like the sort of like administrative stuff, which she's realized is like far more her speed. And so she actually is like, I have been able to live up to my family's legacy by being involved with the Big Dills.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big deal.
It's kind of a big deal.
Hey.
And she's very content living her best life. She actually is like, I actually think that the mascot life full time, not for me.
Interesting.
Got lodged into far too many places.
Okay, I just keep getting stuck. I don't understand. All right, and how about the mummy? Well, listen, the three of you, your suits were remade professionally, so like you were able to give your design, and like they're beautiful now, like
Yes.
and they all smell really good. So yeah, what's up, mummy?
So I think afterwards, Mummy discovered, he has a new costume. He's still really round. It's like made out of soft cloth now, but he
so
found
nice.
that it's so nice. But he found that like, for whatever reason, cats started really like loving him. They would follow him and start batting at his form. So he actually left the business to go be a mascot for a cat animal shelter. And now he has a real cat, not on a stick.
I mean, that's
with
good.
him all the time.
I'm glad that
I would
you
hope so.
specified.
Just in case.
I mean, I would imagine that perhaps for special occasions like anniversaries and things that you would come back to the Big Dills Stadium.
Yeah, and we do charity events together. We might do like joint charity events, kittens and orphans make great
they're
photo
just-
ops,
It's
etc.
the best photo ops.
Like play pickleball, get a cat.
Yeah.
That
And,
promotion, I
And
remember that.
Everybody
Very popular.
knows that's
very
like a
popular.
classic saying, right? Like,
Yeah.
I know that
Yeah.
one.
Just like Grandpappy used to say.
It's like my grandpappy used to say.
Surprisingly popular.
That was what the Big Dills were founded on.
These are
giving
the
away
principles.
cats to orphans.
Yeah. It also makes great TikToks. The
Yeah.
TikTokers love it.
And then I also am going to say that there is a post-credit scene. Everybody is so happy. The post-credit scene is that somebody dug the costume out of the wreckage. And it turns out that the Sanderkraut had an apprentice,
Whoa.
and they drag the costume, the burnt costume away, and they're gonna, years from now, perhaps, when they feel that they have gathered the strength, they're gonna come for you.
That
Oh my
is
God.
a
Could we-
terrifying sequel of like you just see like the mascot from around the corner and it's like half of the face is fine and then the rest
It's
of it
all
comes out
burned.
and burned.
I'm like imagining it's like we see a silhouette of some figure like in the streetlight in the distance, and it's a giant mustache silhouette. And we're like,
We're
oh,
like,
F.
Oh no.
we're like, oh no, the past comes back to haunt them.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean,
Marmot
it's a
2,
little,
Electric
it's a
Boogaloo.
little. I know what you did last summer, kind of situation.
Kinderkraut. It's Buddy.
Mhm, mhm.
The murder crowd
This was definitely an origin story for somebody.
for someone.
For the murder
For the
crowd,
next game
obviously.
of mascots.
Yeah.
obviously.
What was our catchphrase? Like Sanderkraut gonna die. What was the title of this episode?
It was they are Sanderkraut and they must be destroyed.
Sanderkraut. Oh, I should have said that while we were murdering him.
We got caught up in
Everybody
the
failed
moment.
those rolls. It was a problem.
Really, honestly,
you were
we
gonna
only
say-
barely murdered him. Like,
Yeah.
like
A
it
good
was.
lawyer might have talked us out of this one.
Right.
It was mostly luck. It was mostly us just bumbling,
Yeah.
and there happening to be fire nearby.
Yeah.
Thank goodness
Okay.
for that.
So that was absolutely what Grant Howitt pictured when he wrote Knockoff Mascots. I'm sure. And we followed every rule the way it was supposed to be. Thanks, Grant.
100%.
So let's do our moments of gratitude. I'm sure we're all grateful for everything that happened here tonight. Do you have something that happened that your fellow role players did that was clutch or really funny or
All of it.
memorable?
Wow. I mean, the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was so much.
It was so
It was a
much.
lot.
I feel like that is the best way to describe Sarah's Table, just in general, as a show.
Mhm.
It was so much.
So much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I thought the I couldn't quite get my head around this marmot guy. And I thought that the moment that it clicked for me was when we were in the kitchen and Mummy said, "I'm here for you. Let's do this." And I was like, I understand who these guys are suddenly. Like I get it. It all worked. And from then on, like I knew what the dynamic was for me. And that was great. That hit at just the right moment for me.
Friendship
The power of friendship.
caused murder.
Yeah, we were vibing.
As murder? We did it together. We did the murders.
It's a team building exercise.
I really loved during the parade when we talked about the Wigglers, and then Faye just whipped out this entire backstory of her family legacy
Yeah.
and how it was like her birthright that was like stolen from her, or I guess she messed it up herself.
I
Well,
think
you
she
know.
still sees it as having it been stolen, regardless
Correct.
of like
Ooh.
she should have
Regardless
just
of the actual reality of the situation, she believes it was stolen from her.
it should have you shouldn't have even had to audition, really.
It should have just been
it should have
given
just
to her.
given to you.
Yeah, obviously. I said in a similar point in time, loved kind of how dark the mummy was, how the mummy was like, and then run her over. Like, I feel like we were all having very different journeys, and we've got this like one little like happy-go-lucky, sometimes rolls down the street ball. We've got this like really intense and just like so in love with like the Sanderkraut itself and what it means to be the Sanderkraut. They'll do anything to like, you know, be there, right? And like I feel like that was Marmot. And then I feel like you've got the mummy who is like, yeah, I'm here to support you and like all that's kind of and just like always like there to like help out, and then is secretly like, I'm going to kill you. Like, they're truly the one. They were probably the one who was like, hey, I think we should take out the Sanderkraut, and like is actually the mastermind behind this whole thing. And I saw it in that moment. It was so good.
like
Range.
the pickleball and Marmot were like, yeah, we could just like break the suit and like humiliate him. And he was like, right. And then
And
burn
then
him to death.
Then we kill him.
Wait, What?
What? He's like, it's the only way.
Did you all watch the Super Mario Brothers movie?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it
yet. My kids have
well,
seen
this is
it,
the
but I haven't seen
trailers.
it. Okay, all right.
This is in the trailers. So there's like this little blue star, like a lumen, that's like trapped in a cage, and it's like super adorable, but it says nothing but nihilistic and like really crazy things. Like, death is our only escape.
Oh my god.
That's sort of like what I had in my head.
That's so
so
good.
good.
I feel like that came across. I feel like I saw
saw
that
that from you.
for sure.
Awesome.
Incredible. Oh my goodness.
All right. Well,
Go see the movie. It's great.
let's see where we can be found on the internets. I'm gonna start with Yang Yang. Where can we find you on the internet? What do you have coming up?
Hey, what's up? I'm Yang Wang. You can find me on twitch.tv/dungeonscrawlers. That's a channel where I and some other authors, we play mostly Dungeons and Dragons on a weekly basis. I am playing in a game that's playing every other week, in which we travel across the various multiverses of the Dungeons and Dragons setting, and like I have to cough, but I'm going to try to keep powering through it, and let's see how long I last.
I believe in you.
Yes, and you can also find me on Twitter at 2 of the Yangs, and you could also mostly find me hanging out on the Dungeon Scrollers Discord. Otherwise, you could find my work. Well, okay, so I work for Magic, for Wizards of the Coast, so there's plenty of sets that are coming out.
What? I didn't know that.
I don't really know. I mean, I just got the job like a little while ago, and I'm like, oh, I haven't introed yet. What do I say about it? I haven't even thought of like good words. So like, there it is.
Okay, you
Perfect.
make little magic.
Those were pretty good words.
Those were good words. All right, Faye, who are you and where can we find you?
Hello, hi. I am Faye. That is my real name. Sometimes people think it's fake, and I'm like, no, I was born with that one. But the one I was not born with is the one that most people know me by on the internet. I'm so good at segues.
You're the best.
So you can find me predominantly at twitch.tv/Mendari, which is spelled Mendarii. Again, I make a lot of homebrew D&D content and other just kind of writing and world lore content in general on the interwebs. And I'm on so many different platforms underneath the exact same name. It's the same everywhere. So
just type it into things.
Just type it in and then you'll find it and then I'll be there.
Yeah. That's how you summon her. So you just
true.
Type
Just
that
type
into something.
Mendari in. Yeah. And then I will
and then she
appear.
appears. It's true.
Buy my book.
In terms of future projects, I'm trying to not add more to my plate right now. So if everyone could just send me good vibes for doing construction on my room upstairs, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll do
wow.
that.
And then I can actually make more projects. I think I might, after tonight, I might make a 1-page RPG called Marmot.
Yeah.
And we should play it.
If you do,
Seriously.
we'll play it here.
I'm ready. I'm willing. I've
You have
written
two,
notes
two
down.
moves.
So
It's this or this.
yeah, there's 2 different stages to Marmot. It's fine. I'll give you guys the details.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Perfect.
It's gonna be great. All right, Jeff, where can we find you?
I am you can find me mostly from through the Vanishing Lands. Although I don't do a lot with that either. I'm pretty bad at just being a citizen of the internet, but I'm slowly deprecating my Twitter presence and trying to focus more toward Instagram and such. So you can find me at the Vanishing Lands. If you want to look for me at Twitter, that is at Lands Vanishing. And you can find a little bit more about the game at thevanishinglands.com or email or just find me or
Just
email
yell,
Sarah.
probably me. Just
Yeah, that's actually the easiest way to get me is to just talk to Sarah. That's a healthy way to live, right?
Yeah. I suppose I should tell them where they can find me then. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Moore. You can find me on Facebook at Actor Sarah Moore or on any other platform at Pixies and Pins. My website is pixiesandpins.com. And you can find me here on twitch.tv/GenConTV every Friday night at 5 p.m. Pacific. on Sarah's Table. Next week, I'm going to be playing a game called Retrograde, where you start the game having very little information about yourself, and through rolls and moves and things, you are able to craft what happened to your character in its backstory and how you are connected to the other characters in the game as gameplay happens. It's a little memento, and there's going to be some wild shenanigans, as always.
That sounds very fun.
Yeah, it should be pretty cool. And then I have been challenged to run a horror game because that is not my jam. And so people are like, well, I would be interested in seeing what a horror game looks like to you. So it's probably more Scooby-Doo than not, but I'm determined to figure it out. So that is also coming up. When The Vanishing Lands is ready, we will do a couple episode arc here when it is ready to be bought, so you can again get some gameplay. And I have some other cool stuff coming up. So like, also, if you who are watching at home are a game designer and you have an indie game and you think it would be good for the show, like, please message me and let me know. I'd love to have the creators on when we do stuff. I love to have games that are kickstarting on the show, and try to get some of those sweet Gen Con eyeballs onto some of these indie games that don't get as much press. With that in mind, I would like to thank I always thank Jeff. He's here. I can thank you directly for editing.
You're welcome.
This. Thank you. Thank you for being my personal IT. I appreciate you. I would like to thank Marcus Mays for hitting the go button over at Gen Con and being our tech support over there. I would like to thank Peter Atkinson for giving me this platform and trusting me to make these kind of wild shenanigans once a week. I would like to thank Gen Con for supporting me in all of this. And I want to thank everybody who was here at my table tonight. I appreciate you clicking on the link blindly and just trusting
Every week
that something would happen that was not unenjoyable. Pew, pew, pew.
Definitely messaged Sarah this morning. I was like, do I need to have anything prepared?
Have anything?
Every time Sarah's like, no. I was like, okay.
Just show up. That's all I need.
Yeah.
No
I don't
idea
even
what
ask
we
what
were
the game
doing.
is anymore.
I don't even ask. Don't ask. Just be here. This is the kind of joy. And you know what? I want to say thank you to everybody who has done that for me in the past, because I feel really lucky that the people who I have on the show trust me enough to just be like, I'll just show up. It'll be fine. So that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you if any of you have clicked on a link that I have sent you in your email. I think they're probably all fine. I'm sure your computers are fine. Thank you at home for watching. Keep coming back. It's gonna get wild and wacky. And I actually just on our bio break got an email from the event coordinator at Gen Con that said my Sarah's Table Live has been accepted for sure at Gen Con. So it's going to be on Sunday of Gen Con at 10 a.m. It's going to be in the streaming room where 250 guests can come and see me, or you can see me at home if you were not able to make it to Gen Con. There's going to be puppets. There might be marmots. I don't know. There might be mascot suits. Who knows? Just click on the link. All right. So yeah, I think there's probably more people I could thank, but just like know in your heart that I thanked you. And as always, keep making art and keep being art. We'll see you next time. Mwah.